Imagine a world where size doesn't matter. That's right, we're talking about your penis. Now before you start scrolling for the next video, hang tight. We're about to dispel some serious misconceptions. You see, when it comes to the male anatomy, there's a lot of chatter about size. But here's the kicker, it's not the be-all and end-all. In fact, studies show that the majority of men fall within a standard size range, and the extremes are not as common as you might think. Moreover, sexual satisfaction isn't solely reliant on size. It's about much more than that, like technique, intimacy, and mutual respect. But we get it. You're here because you're curious about increasing your size, and don't worry, we're going to dive into that. But first, remember, size isn't everything. You're more than just a number on a ruler. So you still want to know how to increase your size? Buckle up. First things first, let's understand the science behind your manhood. The penis is a marvel of human biology, composed of three parts: the root, the body, and the glands. The root and the body are primarily made up of two types of erectile tissue, known as the corpora cavernosa and the corpus spongiosum. When you get aroused, these tissues fill with blood, and voila, you have an erection. Now let's talk size. Studies have shown that the average length of a flaccid or non-erect penis is about 3.5 inches, while the average length of an erect penis is about 5 inches. It's important to remember that there's a wide range of normal sizes. So, what about big and small? Well, these are relative terms and can lead to unnecessary comparisons and stress. The truth is, size doesn't determine satisfaction or sexual prowess. Now that you know the facts, are you ready to debunk some myths? From creams and pills to weird contraptions, there's a lot of misinformation out there. Let's separate the fact from the fiction, shall we? First off, those miracle pills and creams, they're more myth than magic. While they might promise a quick fix, most of these products lack the scientific backing to support their lofty claims. In fact, some may even pose health risks. So, when it comes to these quick solutions, it's buyer beware. Next up, we have the devices. You've probably seen them advertised online. Those contraptions claiming to stretch your way to a bigger size. The truth? They might cause more harm than good. Overuse can lead to injury, and the results, if any, are often temporary. So what does work? Well, there are certain exercises that, when done correctly and consistently, can lead to modest improvements. But remember, these aren't overnight solutions. They require patience and commitment. Then there's the surgical route. But let's be clear, this should be a last resort. It's invasive, expensive, and carries significant risks. Plus, the results vary widely and satisfaction rates aren't always high. So, it's not all doom and gloom. There are things that work, but remember, it's not all about size. At the end of the day, confidence and how you use what you've got are far more important than any number on a ruler. But hey, let's not forget the most important thing here. It's all about loving yourself. And that's not just some empty platitude. It's the cornerstone of self-confidence. The world will always have standards, expectations, and pressures. But you know what? Those are not your standards. You are not a number on a scale, a size on a chart, or a reflection in the mirror. You are a unique individual, with your own strengths and beauty. So instead of striving to fit into a mold, why not celebrate who you are right now? Embrace your quirks, your passions, your imperfections. They are what make you, you. Self-love isn't about ignoring your flaws. It's about accepting them and recognizing that they don't define your worth. Confidence comes from within, not from the outside, and when you love yourself, you radiate an energy that's more attractive than any physical attribute. Remember, you're more than just your size. You're amazing just as you are. So, we've busted some myths, spilled some truths, and hopefully given you a confidence boost. There's so much misinformation out there, and it's time to spread the word about what's real and what's not. So, why not share this video with someone who could use a little enlightenment? And if you've enjoyed this deep dive into the facts and fallacies of size, then don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Before you go, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and remember, you're perfect just the way you are.